All right, we have great
For
chaos going on right now.
Whoa.
It's 1:55.
How the ears, everybody?
Good.
This is the Bob and Dan radio program with the great Donovan. That's the great Donovan. This is Kern over here.
Just ask him.
I heard Kern pulls a lot of wool, but I haven't been able to confirm that. And joining us now, the cast or some of the cast of the league.
The important.
The most
The
important.
greatness of the league.
Yeah.
Paul, we've had you on our show before.
Yes.
On the phone, so
But
we
now
appreciate
we're-
you coming by.
Now we're in a very exciting big convention center.
The most exciting place in the world right now, I think.
Are we not allowed? So we're really, come on, John. Oh, he's not listening. Good.
No, we could talk about whatever
We can
want.
talk about other shows and other things you guys do, because
Yeah.
you guys do many other things.
Yeah.
By the
Nick-
way, I would never leave your Twitter page open in front of a comedian just so I could write
Oh,
whatever
you
they
have
want.
his. Do it.
Do it.
I
Do
would-
it.
so
Tweet
many-
away.
Yeah.
No, do it.
Oh, there you go. We'll
Let him
fix
tweet
that.
for you.
You guys were about to get some hashtags at you.
You want to tweet for me?
Yeah, let him tweet
Okay.
for you.
Wait out and see what.
Shut
Just
that.
don't get me fired. If you get
Okay.
me fired, then I have to come live with you,
Oh.
and you don't want that.
Don't
Okay.
don't break his acer. It's the cast of the league, ladies and gentlemen.
Very exciting, very exciting.
The great FX franchise, and here with FX and all they stand for. So,
But can I talk about some other stuff too?
well, at
Yeah,
least introduce
please.
them.
Oh, all right. Well, we have Taco. I
What's
can't
up?
pronounce John's last name.
What is it? Le Joie.
Le Joie.
Le Joie?
It's Le
You guys-
Joie, but say whatever you want.
Is that like
It's
Nap?
all right.
Do you know who Napoleon LeJoy is? Or
Napoleon Le Joie or Le Joy. Yeah, actually, no.
you don't know who that is?
Yeah, he's like a football, was a baseball.
There you go.
Baseball
That's
player.
good. That's good.
Yeah,
so I know as much
you
about.
clearly know a lot.
I know as
Le
much
Joie-
about sports as my character does.
Yeah, LeJoie knew a ton about sports, and then to get method for Taco, had his brain erased.
He is
I
the
Daniel
Daniel-
Day-Lewis did.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin is tweeting for Donovan, right?
He is.
All right.
But that's not his real name. His real name is Brian.
But his real name is Steve Ranazizi.
That's right.
Okay.
Also, you have Nick
what are you
Kroll.
doing on there? You
Yes.
keeping it clean, or
I'm keeping it clean.
okay? You don't have to. I don't think.
He actually
That's
took
Donovan.
That seems like way more than 140 characters.
Nope.
He is typing a lot.
And then of course,
Paul Scheer wants
Yes.
to be billed as the top dog around here,
Yeah,
right?
that's
You demand. I
always-
thought
I demand
we
it.
got a call ahead of time.
Number
Yes.
one on your call sheets. Number one in your hearts.
Guys, I am just living the dream
Every day, bro.
every day.
Are you still doing a lot of SVU or? What,
Yeah, we're
what's it
going
called?
into our third season of NTSF coming up in a couple of weeks.
Love it.
Yeah, it should be really fun.
And of course Nick Kroll,
Hi, how are you?
who is the guy with the new show that we're not allowed to promote on Comedy Central.
It's called Kroll Show, but we're not talking about that. We're here
No.
to talk about
No.
the league.
If you
But-
want to watch it, though, you would watch it on Wednesday
It would be
nights.
Wednesdays at 10:30 on Comedy Central, but what we're here to talk
You're
about
not
is
here
the
to
league.
promote that, though.
We're
Yeah.
not here to talk about that. We're here
Nobody
to talk
wants to
about
talk
football.
about how funny it is as a television
No.
program.
Here's what I want to talk about, if I may.
yeah,
Can I?
Go ahead.
Well, I just first wanted to congratulate you, and I don't think Bob knows.
I think
this.
you wanted to touch him even.
Get there.
There you go.
Look, you can touch me on my Fox Sports.
Oh, how much did that cost you? Probably a lot.
I
at
got
the
it
pro
for free.
shop.
That's
Yep, I got
nice.
it for free.
No, Nick's best character ever,
Mm-hmm.
I believe,
Uh-huh.
has to be the guy. He was born this size, and that scene itself on Children's Hospital.
Oh, right, where I play
Oh,
so awesome.
a 5-year-old with advanced aging disorder.
It's brilliant.
Yeah,
It's wonderful. And then,
Thank
of
you.
course, you died.
and then
so
I
We're
died.
sorry about that.
You know, there's another character I've played by the name of Ruxin, and he is a real
Yeah. We know. We love the league, but it's a weird era, I guess. Did this used to happen? That
What?
was Archie Bunker? Did he have two other shows also
Archie's
he was working
Place.
on?
Did Carol O'Connor?
No, at the same time though.
No.
You guys are on FX.
Yes. Adult
Uh,
Swim, Comedy Central. We do web series.
Yep.
We do
Steve
Stand
has,
up.
Steve
I
has
have
his
a-
own porn
I
site.
got my own porn site up and running.
Nice.
It's
Congratulations.
beta right now, but I'm testing it.
really classy stuff.
Yep.
Animals, humans,
All black and
but
white.
love. It's all every one of these things that people are actually in love, and that's
In
what
love.
makes it, yeah.
Yep.
makes it
Okay.
different.
Well, that's important.
And I have a fantasy hockey show up in Canada that I shoot. It's exactly like the league's same character names. We just talk about hockey, and I own that.
He owns
Creative.
everything.
That's awesome. How did that happen though? Where they don't have exclusivity. Like
Well,
like
you
in
just-
radio, we just can't show up on another station.
Oh,
They're-
yeah,
I found a weird loophole because my show was only 15 minutes, and they had a thing where I couldn't star in a half an hour comedy, but there was nothing about a 15-minute comedy, so they couldn't stop me.
And
from
I just
that.
held my breath like a 4-year-old.
Is that for real? On the league, they said that's in your contract?
It's in our contract that we can't do a half an hour show, but nothing
You guys
about a
can't do
15
other
minute.
radio shows?
well,
Yeah.
not in the market.
Okay,
No.
because Opie and Anthony called and they were like, "Can those guys come by and hang out?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
They want
we-
us- yeah, we'd be delighted. All right, well so. What season are we in now
We
with the
just
league?
finished 4. We're going to
Uh-huh.
start shooting 5 sometime in the summer.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys were out in Oxnard when we were
You
It
guys
was
were up
hot.
at camp?
back in August, right?
Hot.
Well, the best thing about being in that camp is we always are getting football players to do things that they don't really know what they're getting into. And one of the things that we did was we had a naked John run down the field at Oxnard and hug Brandon Carr.
Yeah.
Brandon Carr did not know that John was going to be naked at all.
He knew that he was going to be in a scene on a TV show, and that's it. Not my sweaty, white, naked body rubbing up against his.
Did you have the? Isn't there like a sock we've heard about in Hollywood? There's
Yeah.
a
No,
special.
this is
Yeah.
basic cable. No
yeah,
socks
no
here.
socks. We can't
We
afford
go-
the
We
socks.
like to call it, you know how like Crown Royal comes in like one of those.
The purple bag.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you can adjust the size with
Yeah.
everything with the
Yeah.
string.
Yeah.
so
that's
you
great.
did or did not? You were full.
Yes, I had actually. It was a
You had a Crown
child baby-sized sock.
I will tell you
Okay.
Yeah, the
okay.
booty.
infant
Well,
sock.
the sun is harsh there.
A little booty.
Yeah, you want to keep it protected.
The crazy thing is, though, when you do wear that sock, it makes your penis look like something like out of the Elephant Man because it's so taped up. It looks like there's something really horrible going on down there, like you were exploded, and this is like the
And
best they
also,
can do.
there's something really horrible
Yeah.
going on down there, John. Do you remember Jason Witten's family playing soccer on the field next to us while
Yeah,
John
because
was
he's
running?
smart enough. He's smart enough to not have his kid playing ball. He's like,
Yeah.
my kid's not going to
But
rupture
I will
his
tell you that
spleen.
his kid kicked that ball into his back, ruptured his spleen. That's what
That's how
happened.
it happened. They don't talk about it.
I feel like I remember we talked to Witten after that, and I don't know if he was perturbed, but if you remember the scene,
I think he was okay with it. He was just confused.
with Jenny?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
she
Oh, right,
was.
where he's-
Yeah,
she's mad.
taking care of herself.
She was taking care of herself.
She's-
Thank you
yes.
for
Not saying that.
Yes.
for cutting off.
Yeah, I cut off
Paul,
right there. You could say she was flicking her bean.
Okay,
Okay.
you can absolutely say that.
Like,
You could say those are all words in a row.
Yeah,
Those
like
are all
for
English
those are
words
words
in a
that
row.
mean something.
kind of like Mean Joe Green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flicking her being like Mean Joe Green.
But yeah, I don't know when he was reading the lines if he understood how
you
it
know
would
what?
come out after production.
You know
and,
what? Sometimes
he's like, "Hey kids, come on, let's watch the show I'm on."
yeah.
And then he watches.
Mom, Dad, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, he is a part of a flicking bean fantasy for Jenny.
But you know, what are you gonna do?
You can't. You know what? We are making
It's
him a
art.
sex symbol. That's what we're
Yeah,
trying
his
to do.
wife
yeah.
Right.
must have been proud. Her
Right.
husband's now a sex symbol as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were. This is the cast of the league. If you're just tuning in and,
Yes.
and find a lot of chaos, and we want you to tune into the league.
Well, you can't right
Hard.
now. You can't tune into it.
Well,
right
you could
now.
go buy a DVD set,
You
maybe,
could.
right?
You could go on Netflix. It's all on Netflix.
In fact, I feel like your show is one that gained steam like that
It
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
in this era of
Very much so.
it happened, and then like as season 2 kicked in and it was about halfway through, people were really. Would you?
I totally.
Did the
agree.
ratings illustrate that as well?
Yeah, I feel like people just watch stuff on Netflix now. Like a lot of people
Yes.
go like, "Oh, when is season 4 gonna come out?" It's like, "Oh, it was already on the air." People just watch stuff on Netflix because it's easier now.
Right. It's
It's like your DVR.
watching it day after day.
Have the Suits figured that out? I wonder.
The
That's
Suits
the
that-
problem.
This
The
suits
USA
TV
show?
The USA show. Yeah, they got Rizzoli and Isles on
Yep.
it. Rizzoli and Isles investigating it, and they found out that the suits were in fact aware of the Netflix issue.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that
No,
because
but I think they are trying to figure that out. But then there's all these. I mean, there's these problems too because Nickelodeon put all their programming on, and then no one watches Nickelodeon anymore. So I think
And
everyone's a little.
yeah, I
freaked
mean that's
out.
how I watch all my Nickelodeon now.
You
is
watch
online.
everything. You watch your Yo Gabba Gabbas. You.
I gotta
watch
have
it.
kids, man. I gotta get kids because
Yeah.
I gotta justify why I watch children's programming.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
one of
they,
you
they have the
guys.
column of shows you might
Me.
be interested in.
Who was
Me.
on Word Girl?
Oh, I'm
I
on
was
Yo
on
Gabba.
World Girl, but he was on Yo
I'm,
Gabba Gabba.
I'm on Yo Gabba Gabba all the time.
Okay, but we're
did a
big
voice
Word
on
Girl
Word-
fans
Oh,
at our
really?
house, and we're gonna have kids soon too.
Congratulations.
And, no,
And Yo
we,
Gabba Gabba is the one with the brother in the orange outfit.
Yeah.
right?
That's right. Yeah,
He has to go home and drink every night. He can't enjoy what he's doing right now.
I will tell you, I've seen this guy. He was a DJ at a record store in LA. They recruited him to do this kids show thing. He is a great DJ, and he is the nicest guy of all time. And he gets out on stage, he does a full-on show, sings, dances, and then will hug kids for like 2 hours afterwards.
Oh, dear.
I don't know, not in a weird way, not in a weird way, but I don't know where it comes
No.
from. Like one day he might break. He might break
He's
and then
gonna
murder
have to-
a bunch of
I
people.
just think he goes to his house and just sits in the corner and drinks
Yeah,
all
but
night.
you can enjoy what you do and do that as well. right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my bad. Yeah.
Totally
I
normal.
didn't even think about that.
By the way, if everyone here seems like that's what the plan is here in New Orleans.
Really?
Doing your job all day and then drinking all
I
night.
thought
Yeah.
New Orleans was like Salt Lake City. Is it not? It's a different vibe.
I haven't been able to find an open bar here.
Yeah.
It's pretty over the top.
I got to say the best thing about New Orleans so far, wine smoothies. They have found a
Really?
way to make smoothies out of wine.
It's healthy. It's like healthy.
Healthy yogurt wine smoothies.
Oh.
No, in this Netflix world we live in, and we have the guys from the league on. We have we have them all pretty much. We have
Yeah, the
important
ones.
except
minus
Jason
two-
Witten. We
yeah.
have pretty much everyone from the league. But this Netflix world we live in, Paul, I have to say, I'm watching your career out of order because I just discovered the show. It's called 30 Rock.
Oh yeah.
Good for you.
Just a day late.
You know, it just ended.
It's pretty good.
The very last episode was
Next season.
yesterday.
Next
Yeah,
season's
last night.
going to be great. I heard they
So
got great plans for next year.
I don't know how much you did on 30 Rock,
I
but
did a couple episodes.
But as
on
of the
30 Rock.
start of season 3, I celebrate your catalog. So
Oh,
is
thank you
does
very
it,
much.
Did they bring you back for the finale?
They did not bring me back for the finale.
Oh, that must have been tough.
Spoiler.
I
Yeah.
forget your exact name, but
I'm Donnie, the head
Donnie,
page.
the vindictive page who's
Yes.
trying to keep Kenneth from Beijing.
Yes. Oh, and yeah. So I think I did 2 episodes. Is that the one where
Is
I
that
get
it?
Just 2, yeah, 2 or 3. I can't remember.
Okay.
But I get shot with an arrow in one. I speak Mandarin in one.
Yes.
We have a page off.
Steve,
was,
are
yeah.
you tweeting away there or no?
I was tweeting away, but then I got a phone call that I had to put away. So
Read one of your tweets. That
I
you've been
said,
tweeting.
the cast of the league has captured all of us and bound us and gagged us. We love it. Don't send help, everyone. We're having a blast. That's
Have
the
you
first
sent any
one.
photos of your junk?
No. You want me to?
Literally,
Sure.
just
Yeah,
like a
just-
Yep,
carburetor.
I was gonna.
Just a picture
An
of a-
axle.
So it's a pretty glamorous life. So they just bring you out here to the Super Bowl and everything, huh?
First time I've ever
We
been.
actually got sold into white slavery. That's
Yeah.
what we're down
Oh,
here for.
that's
Yeah,
glamorous,
we're
too.
Being,
We
we're
are-
being shipped off to the Caribbean somewhere tomorrow.
I don't know if we can break this story,
That
but I mean,
spices up the IMDb page.
Yeah, exactly.
You like that?
we're going to be performing at the halftime show.
Yep.
It's going to be really big. We're doing.
We're gonna lip sync our whole act.
How's
We're
the
gonna-
league? Don't you have a league
We do
show
live
that you're
shows.
doing across the country?
Yep.
Yeah.
we
You're
did
still doing that?
We did
We did it at
Tulane last night.
Tulane.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really fun.
Thanks for the invite.
Oh,
our
guys.
pleasure.
Oh.
So awesome. It was great.
Yeah, good for you to show up.
I think we didn't show up to the Dallas one, and they got mad.
That's right.
Oh, we would have been.
We were waiting.
We wanted to go.
We were literally waiting for you guys.
Front
We had a
two
birthday
seats.
cake for you.
Dang
and
it.
didn't show up.
Dang
No,
it.
the show's been fun. We did Dallas. These guys were on the road earlier this
We were in
week.
Columbus and Michigan,
Are you-
all the cold places.
Yep.
Do you guys all have improv roots or stand-up roots? There seems to be a.
Both.
Yeah.
Is there a divide in the comedy world between those who started in
I think it's kind
one
of
or the other place?
I think it's kind of changing now. I feel like there's a little bit more crossover. I started out at the Upright Citizens Brigade.
So did
Theater,
I.
And that theater does a lot of stand-up and improv together. So there's a lot more camaraderie there.
I would say what the common factor with all of us on the show is that Jackie and Jeff Schaefer created the show, brought us all in, and we're all writers in our own right. So, like the Duplases, Mark and Katie are both writer, filmmakers, producers, directors. John and Steve and I do stand-up, and John obviously has made a bunch of web videos, and Paul has done a bunch of different stuff. So whether we're improvisers, trained or not, it's like we're all writers. So I think that helps inform the show. And you can tell how funny this interview has been. That
Oh man,
we've pre-written a bunch of
Yep,
material.
a lot of work.
LMBAO.
Yeah.
So,
Laugh my
Ball.
so
Don't-
am I to
okay.
understand?
radio.
football.
And is the show laid out like Curb? We've become
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
familiar with Curb.
Well, Jeff is
infamous for having kind of a skeleton of a story,
Yeah.
and they let the actors do their thing.
It's
over
the same
and
model. Jeff Schaefer is one of the writer-directors at Curb.
And he also
Oh,
created
really?
our show. Yeah.
And created
Okay.
our show.
I didn't
So
know he
he
was from
brought
Curb.
that. So he brought that model along, and it's like a 10, 12-page outline, and we have very clear beginning, middle, and end of scenes. But then there's a ton of room within stuff to come up with, to improvise, and that's why I think that's why they wanted guys who and women who have written before, because it sort of helps keep it all fresh.
Well, it seems to me like it should have happened a while ago, only if you look at old sitcoms like Red Fox is on or whatever. I looked at Donovan when I said that. He's
Yeah, I've heard of him.
But
Bill Cosby, Flip Wilson.
I just want you to understand.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
There we go. I just wanted
Jamie Foxx.
to include you.
Just to keep you in
George
the
Carlin.
conversation.
Mark,
Blank
It sounds,
no,
sounds like a black guy's name, though, George Carlin.
it just seems to me that you would hear about these shows and they get these brilliant guys who are used to performing and writing their own material, and then other people write for them, and they end up kind of sounding different than they. You know what I mean?
I
There?
think the difference is this: network television, for the most part, really does not allow people to get their actual voice out, because you have to go through so many different people to approve a script. Everyone puts in their bad notes, and then they water down everything. When you work on places like Comedy Central, FX, Adult Swim, it's just basically you get to write what you want to write and act what you want to do, and that's a very rare
and I
thing that
think
we have.
FX allows their talent to, like, they hire funny people or smart people to make their shows, and when you watch like Sons or Louie or Sunny or our show, it's like those people have been brought in because they're good, talented people, and FX lets us do whatever we want.
And I think that's why you're finding that the better shows are on cable. I mean, Walking Dead, Mad Men, Breaking Bad.
And because a lot of these shows can do the kind of show we do for a relatively smaller budget, it allows the network to be able to give it more time to grow and gain viewership, because they're not spending a ton of money or risking.
Although,
well, as a matter of
we
fact,
are-
FX has never used an advertisement for us, so, so they're saving so much money.
But we are starting a campaign, Sheer and I and Steve and John, to get Working It back on the air, the ABC sitcom.
Cross-dressing sitcom, Working
So
It.
we're trying to get that back on the air. It's a modern-day Bosom Buddies,
It
minus
is.
the skill and talent.
Well, I will tell you, when I worked over at MTV, we did this sketch for
Oh,
Human
congratulations.
Giant. Thank you guys very much.
Love Human Giant.
Thank you so
Cool,
much.
bro.
Sorry about
MTV,
that.
cool, bro.
So our first, very
Aziz
cool,
Ansari,
very
right?
cool. What? Aziz Ansari, yeah.
You were on with him?
Yeah,
Who's
we
that?
basically, we had this sketch. We'd have to, every time we have our sketches, we had to pitch it to like a room of people. And they had to hear all of our sketches out.
Really?
And, yeah, and one sketch we had, it was called Hot Air Balloon Cops. And it was about cops that were in hot air balloons, and they would do police chases. But obviously they could never catch up because they're in a hot air balloon. It moves too slow.
Right.
And so the people at MTV's like, well, it makes no sense. They'll never catch. And I go, but that's the sketch. And we just think you can't do it.
Oh, those
because
dummies.
can't do
they
it.
could just use cars.
That's exactly what they said. We also had one. They were like, we also had we had a sketch that we always wanted to do called it was a trophy. It was a trophy awards, and it was a trophy award for people who made trophies.
Oh,
so
no,
the
that's
first,
just too silly.
and they were like, well, that's just confusing. So you're like, oh, the first place trophy goes to the third place trophy, and the second place trophy goes to the first place.
Is it as confusing as Buck Wild? Was what they now put on the air?
Dude, Kurt Loder doesn't get comedy, right?
No.
Now,
come
one
on.
trophy
Kurt Loder
that I
oversees
love is the Shiva.
Shiva.
Well,
coming.
fantastic.
Did you guys? Was that
Right.
the fake Bruce Willis?
Oh yeah.
Weren't you the kid who loved?
I was the kid who loved, or the
Dude,
guy who loved Die Hard, and
I
they,
think I told you about that.
basically they wanted to get me a birthday gift, and they get me Bruce Willis for my birthday party, but it's a Bruce Willis impersonator.
Did you play him?
It's John.
John Benjamin played
yeah.
Oh,
Bruce
great,
Willis,
great.
and
and you cried.
I cried, and he did all of his lines.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful. He
Fun
helped you.
sketch.
I think you had to help him kill someone.
Yes,
and,
he's a real degenerate. We find out. Yeah.
Unlike the real Bruce Willis.
What a great show.
We're getting the gotta go.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
go.
What a great show. A show that they're not on now. It's,
But you can watch it on Netflix. Season 1's on Netflix. Season 2's on YouTube. Anyway,
but only
guys,
watch that after FX
and
Yes.
the League.
and the league.
Definitely tune into the League.
Yeah.
On
Buy
Netflix.
all the DVDs.
Guys, Ray Lewis is here in the studio. That is crazy. What is that? Floyd Smith. They have. That's great. He's got the hair. The hair's ready to rock. You're like, I don't know what he
Fantastic.
looks like under the helmet. The hair's there.
The hair is there.
We're huge fans.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you very much for stopping by.
Thank you. This is
We
always
support
my favorite
all
thing.
that
For
FX
having us,
does.
guys.
Yeah.
Taco.
Thanks for
Thank you.
tweeting.
I
Guys,
appreciate it.
we're staying at the YMCA, so come by.
All
tonight.
right, we shall see you. All right.
Thank you so
Paul,
much.
take
care,
it
guys.
easy. All right, there he goes. There they go, FX, the league, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2:14. This is the ticket.